So next up is going to be 50% race of the Bahrain GP. Now we're starting on a set of medium tyres. Starting on a set of medium tyres. The other cars aren't. Just give you a little look here. So AI driver level is 101. And we've got a 50% race coming up. 20 minutes from right now. Now I'll give you, don't bet just yet. Don't bet. Wait till lap 1 or lap 2 at least, maybe. You can bet now if you want to have a go, but we're starting P4. We're starting P4. We're the second runner on the medium tyres. We've got Charles Leclerc on the medium as well. We're going to be going mediums to hards, which is probably the preferred strat here at Bahrain. So looking at that, is there any car on the hards? You've got Romain Grosjean is starting on the hards. He's the first one on the hards. Then you've got a couple of drivers all the way down there doing it as well. So, no pressure. What? So, this is the strategy we're going to do. Mediums to hards. We're going to pit on lap 12. There's going to be no rain for the Bahrain GP. We're starting P4, and the challenge is going to be if I can get Albon, who we're in at the moment, up to a podium. So, once again, thank you very much, boys and girls, for coming by and checking out the stream, checking out the video. I really appreciate it. Hope you have an entertaining time. I hope this is a good race for you guys as well. And I hope we get that podium. So I've put all my deliveries on it. Let's just see how we go. Before I missed it, is it Dieter Bale? Dieter Bale or Dieter Beal? Thank you so much for hitting the follow button as well. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend. Thank you so much. Now, if we do get that stream goal of 1,000 followers this stream, I do have a little special thing to play once that happens. So if that happens, let me know. If I'm too busy in the race, let me know in the chat, and then we'll get that going. So with that said, thank you very much, and let's get to the track. No formation lap. We're straight into it. Need to get a good launch. We've got a good launch against the Ferrari on the left-hand side. We're going to have the inside line coming up to turn 1, covering off on the back, nothing there. Got to watch out for any damage to our front wings. We don't want any of that either. Ooh, that was a bit of a late dive there, and I'm getting harassed by some other cars behind. That was a... Hamilton up ahead. We got... I don't know about that. I don't know if I feel... I don't feel too happy about that. I went a little bit too deep. That was a big dive. That was, yeah. But you know what? We're gonna keep going. It is what it is. And we're lucky to get away with no damage, actually. Big dive. Put the brakes on as hard as I could coming down in there. We're going to check for any damage, which is none, which is good. Surprisingly, the two cars out the front have the medium set of tyres on. So, good luck. Big dive. Yeah, John, it was, wasn't it? But we're going to have that Mercedes really, really quick right behind us. So we've got Bottas on the soft tyres, but also in the Mercedes, which is quicker. So 50% race coming up. We're missing the real life Bahrain, but hopefully this is, well, it's not going to be just as good, but hopefully it's something to fill the void. It can never be just as good as the real life stuff. Martin, what a dive bomb, I know. Verstappen's car, exactly. And hi, by the way. Hey Martin, how you going, dude? Gonna get attacked pretty early on. I haven't used a lot of my ERS. Going a little bit late on the brakes just because there's another car there with the red markers. Gonna cut them off there. We're definitely in front. We've still got a lot of fuel to use as well, so now Vettel's coming up. Definitely late on the brakes there, outbroke. Lost the spot there. Another car on the inside. Are they going to have a look? So these medium tyres are taking a little bit of time for me to get up the temp and get into a nice little groove. Not the bar, if he is on tomorrow. Yeah, the real one, or the real one that F1's doing, and then also, help me pronounce this correctly if I get it wrong. Veloce. 8 PM GMT. Yeah, right, that's alright. I'm going to stay up and watch that as well. Or, no, I'm not going to stay up. I'm going to wake up early and watch that. Because that's like 7 AM my time. So I need to lose a little bit of fuel. Hey, also hello. Hey, hello as well. Thank you for getting into the channel, and thank you for also getting into the chat. So the last corner is one of my probably biggest hurdles here. It's one of my biggest things that I can stuff up on. Okay. Okay. Try and save a little bit of ERS. Furco, thank you so much for hitting the follow button, dude. I really appreciate it. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend. So what lap will the soft tyres start to lose their grip and degrade? Full race update.
You have P3 battle ahead. Less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Bottas is behind you. Your pit window opens in 9 laps time. 27 laps to go. They're on old softs. Okay, gap to leader. 3.3.
Oh really? Jimmy Broadbent in the Netherlands. Who did you do it to? He's a good lad, that bloke. So we cleared Bottas a little bit. Maybe he's got a bit of damage. I'm not too sure. We're doing good sticking with Vettel here. We want to try and stick with him up until his pit and then see what we can do. Because we're going to lap 12 on our tyres. I don't know what Vettel's going to go to. Need to stick into his DRS though as well. What is ERS? So ERS is ERS, Energy Recovery System. So see on my screen where I'm clicking the button and it went down to number 1. The yellow bar is how much deployment I have overall. The white bar underneath with the D is D for deployment. That's when I'm deploying it through the lap and I have that much bar to then deploy through that lap. And then the other one on the other side is H. So when I brake, as you can see then, the H bar fills up because H is for harvest. So basically when I'm on the brakes, it's recharging the energy from the brakes, the kinetic energy and the heat and all this other stuff. And then it builds up the battery again. And therefore, it builds up the yellow bar. So I can then use that again for another lap. And it's very important. So 2019, 2020 cars are very, very reliant on ERS in my view. Like if you have a car with nothing, then you lose about, what does Martin Brundle say? About 80 horsepower, the same size as a small family sedan or something like that, he says. So, and you got to try and manage it through the lap. So basically what you can do is you can deplete it really quick, not make a good use out of it, and you drain all of it, and therefore you're in a bad situation in relation to either trying to overtake someone because you get that extra power, or trying to defend yourself from someone who's got DRS or a faster car. So, hey, Kill Rush, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, getting in the stream, and also getting in the chat. I really appreciate it. How's your day, or your evening, or your night, depending on where you are? So if you want to know what time it is for me here in Australia, go exclamation time, and that'll bring up real life time. Oh, he hit Nick De Vries while they had a battle live on Dutch TV. I guess he got a second chance. Then it's not Verstappen. Well, that's the thing. Yeah. Don't hit the favourite. Don't hit the max. So our pit strategy at the moment, we'll go, I'll ask Jeff, but it's going to be lap 12. So these tyres will still be good. Pit stop information.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window will open in 7 laps time.
Jesu Jeffrin, is that how I pronounce it? If I do, if I get it right, thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I really, really appreciate it. Big thumbs up, dude. Love you for it. If I got it wrong, I'm really sorry. Help me out in trying to pronounce it right. I do try and get that right, so. Oh, not in this braking zone. I can't look just then. Lorvin, thank you so much. Thank you also for hitting that follow button as well. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend. Love you for it. Good day, mate. How are you? Hey, I am fantastic. Harry, how are ya? Harry Marabble. So we are trying to save a little bit of ERS at the moment, trying to use a little bit of fuel, trying to get that weight down for our car, but also trying to stay with Vettel, who's on the soft tyres, driver in front.
Vettel is ahead of you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a...
He's got a 2-stop race ahead of him. He's going to go mediums probably. So we've got 1 stop ahead of us. We're going to go mediums, lap 12, then on the hards. He's got 2 stops ahead of him, which is interesting. He's probably going to go softs, then mediums. We might be actually reeling in Hamilton a little bit here as well. So I want to stay within the DRS zones, which is right here. So with the DRS, drag reduction system, you have to stay within 1 second of the car at one of the activation points, which is normally just a couple of meters, or, you know, a couple of tens of meters or maybe 100 meters ahead of the DRS activation point. What that does is it actually opens up the rear slot of your wing. I'll show you next time we get on straight if we get it. And what that does is reduces your drag and increases your overall top speed. So therefore it's used as a overtaking method. So we should get it here. So ready. That opens up just there, and that gives us some extra punch down the straight. We have it, Vettel doesn't. So we have it because we're 1 second behind him. And he's not 1 second behind anyone, so therefore he doesn't get it. Don't forget the contest. If you want to know what the contest is, exclamation contest. That'll bring it up for you, and that'll be, will Albon, who we're driving as at the moment, get a podium? Is this a fun race? Yes, it is. So it's a very, very, it's meant to be a fun race. It's going to be basically because the Bahrain F1 in real life isn't running. So I thought I'm going to chuck together something with the F1 2019 driver list, because I have F1 2019. I don't have the new 2020 game yet. No one does. Well, no one that I know of does. And we're going to try and do some kind of F1 racing because I miss the live races and I really want them to get back when they can. I know they can't at the moment because of issues around the world. But instead of missing out completely, you've got the esports stuff. So you've got the F1 esports race that they're doing, and you've also got the Veloce esports team doing one as well. So we are so much closer to Vettel now. I think his tyres are starting to go off. Do you mean this? What? So we're getting a bit closer now. Life is so depressing. No, you got to think about the positives. The positives are if you have something that you've been putting off for ages and ages and ages at home, like some chores or something that you need to do, or read a book, play a game, watch a bunch of movies, stuff like that as well. That's something you can do. Just think about the next couple of months. It's not going to be just a couple of weeks, but think about the next month or two as a time to sort of get back to yourself, try and do something which is you've been putting off for ages and ages. But that's the thing. So a little bit of positivity, but then yes, also realizing, not trying to, like, you know, say completely discard it. Is he going into that? No, he's not. But just to, yeah, that's the thing. It is a bit depressing. It is a bit of sad times because there is a pretty big thing going on. Get to play more fun. Yeah, exactly. We are reeling Hamilton in as well. He is getting closer to us. Teammates in the pits. So this might mean that Vettel might go in.
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
Where's Leclerc? Driver behind.
Leclerc behind. Okay, the gap behind is 4.2 seconds. They're on old mediums.
He is struggling. Oh, hold on, he has the That's the thing as well. That's a bummer if you had stuff planned, like as in birthdays, weddings, holidays, any sort of excursion, stuff like that as well. You had that organised and planned, then that really sucks. I do understand. I feel for you there. For me, it's not too bad. I kind of do like staying at home, playing video games, watching movies, just relaxing and stuff like that as well. What place is Ericsson in? Cheeky. Is he racing on the esports one? Trokuten. Kuten, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly. Trokuten, thank you so much for hitting the follow button. Really appreciate it. I need to send. Really, really appreciate it. Big thumbs up. Thank you so much, dude. Now, TWN for the win. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button as well. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend also.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Top 10, the last bit of DRS until I need to then start getting a move on by myself. Trying to catch back Hamilton up ahead, who's on the same set of tyres. So let's try and make a little bit of move here with this free air. Let's see what we can do. Driver in front.
Hamilton is ahead of you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old.
Lifted off the brake a little bit too early then and had to reapply it.
Last lap was a 1 minute
Star Destroyer. Thank you so much in the follow button.
Around 3/10 a
You're a
lap.
bloody legend. Let me get around here first. Give you a big thumbs up. You're a legend. Also, if you have to work during this whole thing as well, like, how are you? Like, how are you going? If you have to work during this whole thing, how are you? You still keeping safe, keeping sane? How's things? I think we're on for a podium, unless I speed in the pits, have a battle or get damaged with someone else, or the other strategy comes into play. But I don't think a two-stop strategy is going to be better than the one-stop strategy here, so keep me safe, maybe not sane. Oh, that's a pretty good statement, actually. Hamilton and Schumacher V4 version 2. He's dominating, isn't he? But what's going to happen this year? Well, okay, maybe not this year, maybe next year. What's going to happen next year?
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Looks like Hamilton will get another championship. Will he get the online championship? Is he racing? So who's the most, or who are you most excited for the actual F1 esports online event? Like, who is there that you're keen on? I don't really know. I can't remember who's there. Lando Norris, because he's got his Twitch account. He's going to be good to watch. I'd love it if Dan Ricciardo got on board and actually did this. You have to work here. Ooh, okay. Not at home at customers. Ooh. So far, work is normal. A bit more rules for safety and stuff, of course. Exactly. How long will it last? Yeah, that's the thing. How long will it last until something else happens? Like, you know, what countries go into isolation, all this other stuff as well. So, Norris, Lando Norris, yeah. Max, I guess. Oh, I want to see Max. I want to see Max and Lando Norris. I want to see it actually real. I don't want to see them like, you know, any damage, bumping around and like crashing into stuff. I want to see proper F1 esports race. And I want to see 50% race distances, because the 25% race distances, it's not big enough for me. So, because he's played it before. Ah. It's on the F1 2019 game as well, isn't it? How are they going to do Zandvoort? Full race update.
Second place. You're in second place. Hamilton ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 4.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Leclerc is behind you. The gap behind us is 4.6 seconds. They're on
feel
old
like
mediums. Your pit window opens
There's a
next
confirmed.
lap,
Oh, only two doing
19
confirmed
laps to
Corona.
go.
Ooh. So I think Hamilton's kind of stabilised the gap out there. Not really reining that in anymore. Let's check out tyre wear. It's not too bad. We're going in lap 12, so not this lap, but the next lap. There's no rain. Just in case, we'll check the weather. Weather report.
Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I stuff that corner up a lot sometimes. Haha. Jakey, exactly. Hamilton on first, like always. I know. He's a tough man to beat in this game. So no matter what his car is in relation to performance, even my career mode where I've got the Renault, hence the shirt, the Renault shirt, I've got the Renault, but I just can't seem to keep him at bay, even though my car in the Renault is so much better than his Mercedes. He's still just there, isn't he? He's there or thereabouts. He's always hanging around. But we've got the car behind at 5.2. Yeah.
We're going to box this lap. Push hard on the in lap.
Okay, box this lap. Box, confirm. Need to try and take it out of reach for a little bit just to cool the engine down. If you overheat your engine, you lose a lot of power as well, so. Just this game's in your team shirts if you're in a career mode. I wish. That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. If so, I'd still be waiting on my 2021. I'll take the number 3 Ricardo, thank you. So we're getting rid of these tyres. We're going to go on the hard set of tyres for the rest of the race. We're doing a one-stop race. We managed to qualify on the mediums, get into Q3 on these mediums, which is fantastic. Thanks for the stream. Race is primetime viewing in my house. Hey, fantastic. That is really, really good to hear. Thank you so much for the really kind and positive comment. So I'm trying to get up to Hamilton. He's bloody quick in this game. So we're on difficulty 101. 101. We're trying to get as real to this as we can. So therefore, the cars are real world performance. So it's not all like online as in all cars are equal performance. It's real world performance. Okay, got a box in. So is Hamilton. I've got my pit limiter is this one here. It's down to 80 k's. I don't speed. Whew. Okay, so we're going to change these tyres and we're going to get some hard tyres on. Hey, what's up? Big Bucko boy. How are you, dude? Russell in a better car would be someone to keep an eye on. Exactly. Russell would be really, really good in a good car. If Williams, I want Williams to get up a little bit higher. They need to be. Haha, Martin, you'll be waiting a long time. Or you're in the wrong universe. You need a multi-universe for that, dude. Okay, so we've got other cars on different tyre strats. So we've got Ricardo up ahead, a countryman. Is he going to help us out? He is on the medium tyres? Did he start on them? I think if Hamilton moves, I don't think he'll move. That's the thing. Hamilton won't move until he says he doesn't care about stats and all the number games. 7 world championships, the most amount of wins, the most amount of poles, all this other stuff. You got to think like I do. You got to think deep down inside. Yeah, he wants that. Who doesn't want that title at the end of the day? I might replace Bottas. Look, it depends on what they do. Like, if they can still get the Drivers' Championship and then the Teams' Championship with him, I reckon they'll keep him. No DRS. Just waiting for the actual first race to happen? Yeah, I know, same. It's pretty interesting that they kind of froze. Well, they didn't froze. They postponed. The 2021 cars, the change in the spec cars, to then go to 2022, which is good for smaller teams, I guess. There's more time to develop it. But then again, it's pretty good if they do, say, half a season in the current 2020 cars and they take them over to the 2021. That'll be pretty good to see, I reckon. What's this car up ahead doing? He's going in the pits. He's going to give us DRS. What a good man. Countryman did help us out there. Very good boy. Vettel on the softs. Okay, so Vettel's doing a soft medium, looks like. That's a weird strategy. That is a weird strategy. You can't wait for the season opener at Abu Dhabi. That's a good comment. That's actually a pretty good comment. I like that. So Hamilton's gone. Where'd you put your money? Where'd you put your dollaritos? Yes or no?
The gap to the car ahead is 2.2 seconds. The gap to the car behind is 2.8 seconds.
So what Vettel needs to do is Vettel needs to punch out really quick in those soft tyres, get a good gap, go back into the pits. Norris back on the hards. And then from there, get on those mediums and try and close that gap again on my worn set of hards. But I don't see that happening. Do you race on PS4 platform or is this PC? This is PC. So I had PS4 and I had PS4 for F1 2018. Over the year, I upgraded my PC, got it to a point where I'm like, well, I've got to start using my PC because I had some good components in it and it was starting to be a bit of a waste if I didn't. So therefore, jump ship, went to PC for, I point over there like that's where it is, but you can't see. It's over in that corner. Went over to PC for F1 2019 and I've been loving it. I joined a league as well, so Octane Online Racing. If you're in Australia or Asia or somewhere around there, exclamation OOR in the chat will bring up the Octane Online Racing, or OOR for short. We'll bring up their Twitch channel. If you're into some sim racing, who's that behind us? That's someone really close to us. If you're into some sim racing, you want to get aboard some F1 2019 stuff or some ACC stuff, check them out. It's pretty good. It's predominantly on PC as well, so. And if you're wondering on what wheel and pedals I'm using, stand by. So if you want to have a look at a video, exclamation gaming setup, all one word, will get you a little bit of an outdated video. It's only minor outdated, but it gives you a little look at my gaming room. The base that I've got is a Fanatec CSL Elite PS4 version base. The wheel is the Fanatec F1 Esports wheel, which I love. Absolutely love it. It's so much better in real life than it is in the pictures on the website. So those pictures don't do it justice. It's so much better. It feels so good. The buttons are really good. It's perfect for PS4 because of the amount of buttons you can map to the PS4. I also use it for PC, and I've got no dramas as well. So the pedals that I use are the CSL Elite that come with the bundle of the CSL Elite base, and then I also got the load cell kit with the brake as well. So F1's over American, but we're here. So if you want to do a gamble on your money, it's exclamation gamble, then the amount you want to do for your dollar dues. There's a little bit of a cooldown on that, so not everyone can use it all at once. If you want to do the contest, maybe the contest is already over. The contest was set for 20 minutes from the start of the race, so it might be done. I'm not too sure yet. So I'm not going to worry about Vettel getting out too far with those soft tyres because they're not going to last him. He's got to go back in for another pit stop. And he's going to drop down quite a bit. From Melbourne, trying to find a league on PS4 and start up. If you're trying to find one on PS4, there's another one. Go exclamation ROOZ. R-O-O-Z. R-O-O-Z. That's short for Race on Oz. If you want to do console stuff and you're doing it on like PS4 mainly, exclamation R-O-O-Z. ROOZ. Hopefully that comes up, and hopefully I haven't got that little title there gone. Race on Oz, or just Google them. They are a bunch of great people over there, and they do a lot of console racing as well. So they're in Australia, as by the name, Race on Oz. Hey, it works! Go and check them out. They are predominantly on a website base, and they're on the forum. So don't worry about the front side of the website. That kind of doesn't give you much information. A lot of stuff that they do and organise and talk on is at the back page, or the forum page of it, and Vettel already in. Thanks for that. So easy, dude. It's always good to get someone else into sim racing as well. Like, even if it's just into a league that you didn't know existed, or if people think about it and they go, oh, look, I'm really interested in sim racing. How do I get into it? What do I approach? Like, what's a good base wheel and pedal setup? And then what about for the racing rig as well? All that other stuff. So this has been a little bit boring, like just running out here by ourselves. I thought this would be a little bit more entertaining with a bit more cars to go around and stuff, but we still want that podium, don't we? We want that P2. What will we use them in? So the wheel is the Fanatec F1 Esports. Really good. I love it. I love it. And then the base is the Fanatec CSL Elite for PS4 version. What rig do you have again? So the rig is the Next Level Racing. You can see the symbol, but it's a bit hard to see on a small monitor. If you're in Australia, it is Pagnian Imports. Google that. If you're outside Australia, it's Next Level Racing. And the rig that I've got is the F-GT, which is you can have it in F for Formula, or you can have it in the GT for like Gran Turismo racing sort of thing, like the GT cars. The problem for me is the dollars. That's the thing. Normal gaming is either a console, controller, game, that's it, you can go and play. Or you got PC, a bit more expensive, but then you got your keyboard, mouse, you can go and play, like, you know, shooters or role players or online stuff. With sim racing and racing in general, it's a bit harder because you've got to have the outlay cash of the wheel and pedals, or if you want to go controller, you just got to practice with the controller as well. So, and you got if you want to do a rig, there's another outlay for the rig as well. We're going to try and use some more fuel. Actually, I'm going to do it on a straight. Driver in front.
Hamilton is ahead of you. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:32.8, falling back by around 1.2 seconds a lap.
1.2 per lap? That's terrible. That's the thing, sim is expensive, but worth it if you like it. If you like the genre, or you like the experience of doing the driving, then it's really, really good. I've spent so many hours just on sim racing. Like, it's just Formula 1, Assetto Corsa, Predicars, any sort of stuff like that as well. It's just really enjoyable for me. It's like my go-to thing when I want to just jump in, have a race. You can jump in different cars if you go to a different game as well. So Assetto Corsa has a lot of different cars, a lot of different mods. The newer Assetto Corsa, ACC, has GT3 cars which are fantastic to drive. GT9 is a good first choice, definitely. It is. It definitely is. So there's no battles here at the moment. There's Hamilton all the way up ahead. Full race update.
You're sat in P2, Hamilton ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 8.6 seconds. They're on old hards. Leclerc is behind you. Our gap behind is 6.5 seconds. They're on old hards. Look after
Will
these
Leclerc
tyres
get
now.
us?
We want to finish the race on this
Will our tyres give up at the end? I don't know.
Max is coming in for his stop.
So Max is in. So this is what happened. So in Q2, we qualified on the medium set of tyres. So the medium set of tyres obviously last a lot longer. Dan Ricciardo's out of the race. How accurate is F1 2019 to the real thing? So we started on the medium set of tyres, which then allowed us to do a one-stop strategy for this race. So medium set of tyres, they're a lot harder than the soft set of tyres, and then we go from the mediums to the hards, which are on at the moment. In Q2, we qualified on the mediums. We managed to get into, I think we got P5 in Q2, so therefore that got us into Q3. We started on the mediums. The other ones, checking this game. And then from that, a lot of the other cars had to get through on this soft compound tyre. So their race strategy is a little bit compromised. They have to do 2 stops. So they don't have to. They could do softs to hards, maybe, if they could make it last. But a lot of the AI cars are doing soft, maybe soft, then a medium. Or they could do soft, medium, medium. But we've got the 3 cars that started on the medium set of tyres are 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. So you've got Hamilton, myself, or Albon, sorry, and then Leclerc. Still use X and square for acceleration and braking. I'm old school. That's fantastic, dude. If it works, it works. Ricciardo out of the race, exactly. Verstappen in pit. Wonder what happened. Ooh, good. Was that about Lando Norris as well? Hey, Filmov! Alex, how are you, dude? Diablo 2 VR with a controller. Oh, with a controller? Is a bit weird. Yeah, that would be. That car up ahead is not Lewis Hamilton. That is a back marker. That is going to be one of the Haas's.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine
So we still need to try and get rid of some of this fuel. We started with way too much fuel. So next time we do this, next race, next, you know, Spidey's whatever, sort of Bahrain sort of GP. What's the next one? We're going to do China? We'll do China when it's meant to be. I actually like China. We might actually up the, or depending on what car we get, we might up the difficulty. At the moment, we're on 101 difficulty. And we're going to wait for the boys and girls to choose what car we're going to use for the next round. So it comes up as a straw poll in my Discord. So if you want to have a vote on what car we use for the next race, do exclamation Discord in the chat. Hit that link. It goes to my Discord, and then what will happen is I'll set up another announcements tab. There'll be some information on next race, on what car we're going to be going, and you boys and girls get to choose what car we actually run for the race. So this car was chosen by, I think it was like a lot of bots that came in and did the actual voting, so. I can hardly hear anything. Wife is, what? Oh, I thought it was going to be me. It's your wife, okay. What a gears and manual braking. Oh, look at that, we went green. That's weird. The tyre wear's not too bad. Williams aren't last. No, that's right. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Now, Alex, if you get your way, you might be able to vote me into a Williams car for the next race. If you get enough votes in the Williams of Robert Kubica, I will drive that car. The thing is, with the list of drivers, once they are picked, their name goes out of the hat and they cannot be picked for any future races. So we will not drive the same race car, the race driver. We'll not drive the same race driver 2 times. It'll be one use and gone. game's realistic, then Hamilton would fastest lap on 20. That's the thing, I'm waiting for Hamilton. Well, I don't know who's got fastest lap yet, because it's not the three of us, because we haven't got the purple thing on our screen yet. Is Haas last? Yes. A Haas is last. The Haas is in between Hamilton and myself. And yes, thank you for replying to that. The difficulty is 101 at the moment. So on a good track, this is an okay-ish track for me as well. So it's not great, it's not bad. It's okay track. We just had, I think we had a really, really good strategy. So we managed to get into the start of the race on our medium set of tyres that we qualified on in Q2. And then from there, we've just done a really, really good stint on them. Pitted, no issues. No dramas with other cars except for the start, first corner. Who remembers that? Who remembers the dive bomb? Oh, first corner. First lap, first corner. And then, yeah, we haven't had too many issues. Like, we've had a couple little battles with Sebastian Vettel, which is pretty good. But he was on a different tyre strategy as well. So he got past us. We stuck with him. He was on the softs. There we go. Vettel. Ooh, Vettel coming back. Yeah, we took his teammate. Don't hit that curve. That will spin me straight away. So we're getting faster times because the fuel load is going down lower. I'm also using rich settings. But now we've got... Where's that car? Where is he? Oh, he's ages away. But Sebastian Vettel's tyre strategy of soft, medium has just picked off his teammate, Leclerc. Driver behind.
Vettel is behind you.
Big dive, exactly. That was a huge dive.
Mediums. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.0.
It was a huge dive into turn 1. Albon second place. Horner, how's the team? I can't handle the pressure. Albon doing a fantastic job this weekend at the Bahrain GP. I miss F1, I do. It felt like a really long summer, and then you had winter testing, and some teams had some pretty interesting stuff on their winter testing cars. Ooh, does that mean Vettel's going to come back at us? If so, by how much by? We've still got what have we got? 6 laps to go. Hey. Tyres are okay. I don't know what the car up ahead is doing, whether they have a damaged front wing or damaged car at all, or they're just on a bad set of tyres. I don't know what's going on, why they're so far back. But yeah, I miss the real F1. A year without F1, I know. That's why, well, the thing is, there could be a really, really big boom in esports. So esports F1, there could be a massive, massive boom in it, and I don't know what the F1 is going to do, because if they're not holding races, surely they're losing money. So are they going to try and get the drivers to go to some sort of, electronic one or online race? I don't know. It'd be pretty funny. Could you imagine Kimi Räikkönen playing this right now? Like in your head, in his voice, like, yeah, what do I do? What button do I press? What does this do? And then he goes, stuff it, and he walks out. Imagine that. Or imagine if he dominated. How do you go about learning a track? So I go about learning a track by, in F1 I already know all the stuff because the track the track guide is off. If I need to learn a new track, which I've had to do for ACC, like the new Kyalami circuit, basically I go around there slow and check out the track. So I go around slow in a practice session, just by myself chilling out and going through. Practice different corners at different gears. So this one here, you tried it 5th. No, too low. So then you drop it down, another one next lap, and just keep going until you find the right gear for the corner. Then you also try and find the right braking mark. And what I do is I try and brake earlier. If I don't know the track or I don't know the corner, I would brake earlier to begin with to try and find out, okay, that was too early, go another couple of meters forward. When you come around again, another couple of meters forward again until you get the good braking point that you're happy with. If you're always going too over and you're overshooting the corner, then I think that puts a little bit of a bad sort of muscle memory into you as well. So I try and do it where it's a little bit earlier before the corner and then just work on it going forward. So What if I have full color full color commentary on the next gen consoles? Haha.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Hey, Roto, how you going, dude? How was your race? Okay, so who bet yes and who bet no on the contest? Will we actually overtake this backmarker as well? Hamilton has checked out. We've kind of checked out from 3rd place. It was Leclerc, but it is now Vettel. Where is he? Where are we? I'm trying to look at the big map. I couldn't see where we were on the track. I lost the bet. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty of times. There's plenty of chances for you to win that back at another time as well. So. That's a 4th gear corner. Yes. Do I have force feedback on? 100%, dude. If you're racing with a wheel, it would be very, very difficult, I think, to race without force feedback. It just shows you like how much you can actually turn the car, and how much force you get when you try and do it as well. And you get a little bit of a movement from the front and the rear if it does wash out either side. Push, push, push. All right, let's have a push. Let's have a push and try and overtake this guy. I hope we don't bang our wheel up. Yes, if you have a wheel, with no force feedback, I think that would be very, very hard to do. Almost like you have a controller with, you know, like the controllers with the 6-axis or the geometry stuff where you just turn it with no force feedback. That would be difficult for me, I reckon. That would be pretty difficult. Blue flags, alright, he gets out of the way. So yeah, I got a force feedback, but what I do is I actually turn my force feedback down. So the Fanatec gear has quite strong motors in relation to the force feedback. But I actually turn it down because if I'm doing a race for, you know, an hour, 2 hours or something like that, I don't actually want to be struggling and fighting with the wheel like I'm doing a workout. I don't really want to do that. So I think this one has 86% force feedback on the wheelbase, and then in the game, I think I've turned it down a little bit as well to like something like 80 or 90% as well. So I go for a little bit less force feedback, which then gets it. I don't think it gets more sort of fidelity in the force feedback, but it just feels a little bit better, more natural for me as well. Because like my real life road car, do the fast lap on the last lap, Spidey. And then if I could, I would. But then again, like in your real life car, it's not like that either. So it's not like you're really, really struggling to try and turn the car and really heavy steering, unless you don't have like, I didn't get it. Unless you have like no power steering and stuff as well. Hey, return. Are you using the Fanatec DD? No, so I'm using the Fanatec CSL Elite PS4 version. The one that's been out for probably about a year or something now. It's a bit old. It's not the version 1.1. It's the version 1. It's really good. I like it. I got it initially because I was on PS4. I was playing F1 2018 and Project Cars on PS4. So therefore I got it to be compatible with that. But now I've moved over to PC. And just connect straight up to PC like it does for your PS4. Straight in the USB slot. Setup. So if you want to do setup, go exclamation gaming setup. Exclamation gaming setup. One word. Gives you a video which is a couple of months old in relation to how I have my gaming studio set up. Hey, that's it, room tour right there. I am going to update that pretty soon because I've got some more sound, the little black sound panels. I changed my monitor ups for my racing as well, so now I've got a second one on the left which I use for like OBS, Discord, chat, stuff like that as well. And then managed to get another screen for the actual gaming PC for other sort of games like Squad or Tarkov and stuff like that as well. So, but yeah, so the racing rig, the full racing rig that I have, I'll go through it. So the seat is, if you're in Australia, it's Pagnian Imports, or if you're outside of Australia, it's Next Level Racing. The model is F-GT, so it can go in Formula mode, which it is in at the moment. So therefore, my feet, my heels, are about the same height. They're about at the same height as my waist at the moment. So I'm sitting actually in a Formula 1 car right now. I'm not sitting up straight. I'm kind of laying down a bit. The wheel is the Fanatec CSL Elite PS4 version. The pedals are the CSL Elite pedals that come with that packet. package, and then I also got the brake, or the load cell brake kit that comes with it as well, which is pretty good. And then the wheel for this one here for Formula 1 and stuff like that as well. I have the Fanatec F1 Esports wheel, which I love. It is fantastic. And for closed racing, like tin top cars, GT3 cars, anything else like that, I have the McLaren GT3 wheel. So, one of your front page. 104, that's the most I've ever had. That is the most I've ever had. So thank you very much, boys and girls, for tuning in, checking out the Bahrain GP. We are on for a podium finish. It hasn't been the most exciting race because we have raced our own race. We've done a really good race strategy. We qualified fourth on the mediums. That bloke 83, big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I really appreciate it. So what happened was we qualified in Q2 on this set of medium tyres. Daddlebrook, thank you so much for hitting the follow button as well. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend also. Thank you so much. Love you for it. Hey Summers, yo, what's up? Just enjoying a Bahrain race in 2020. So it's not the real life one, but it's as best as we can kind of get. I Summers 32, or is it L Summers? Summers, thank you so much for hitting the follow button. Big thumbs up. You're a bloody legend. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I really appreciate it. So in Q2, we managed to qualify on authentic viewers. Oh, front page. Oh, not front page. Oh, sad Spidey. So we managed to qualify on Q2 on the medium set of tyres, which really set up this race for us. And then we went for a one-stop strategy. Shrews. Shrews. That's a bloody good name. Shrews84, thank you so much for hitting the follow button. You're a bloody legend. Big thumbs up. Thank you so much. Love you for it. And we went through a one-stop strategy on mediums, pitting on lap 12. Pitting on lap 12 for the hards, and they have lasted us quite well. Our strategy has got us from P4 with quite a big dive bomb. We'll watch that in the highlight package come up very soon once we finish the race. Managed to get us into P2, and then we stayed P2. Oh no, we're P2. Went back to P3 because Vettel had some soft tyres on, overtook us. We stayed with him up until his pit stop. Then we jumped him, and he went a soft medium run. And this is Alexander Albon getting P2. Yes. Getting P2 at the Bahrain GP. A mock or a make-believe 2020 Bahrain F1 GP with the 2019 driver lineup. And that's bloody fantastic. That has been fantastic. Had faith in you all along, Spidey. Jono, thank you very much. Hey, we've got the contest payout as well. Let's have a look. You bloody ripper. Yeah, thank you so much. Mad Dog, support from Darwin. Fantastic. Hey, Summers, if you're into sim racing and you're looking for a league, this happened for one person before, so if I help you or I help someone else, this is what I'm really after. If you've already got a league, no worries. Martin, you bloody legend.
Martin93 just joined the family and subscribed. It was not a win, but I guess it was good enough, Kappa.
Thank you so much, dude. Martin, thank you so much. That is very kind, very generous. Thank you so much. 2 big thumbs up. You are a bloody legend. Very kind. Thank you so much. If you're into sim racing and you want to try and find a league, if you're in Australia or around Australia and you want to do some PC racing, type in the chat. I'll do it for you. I better stop telling you to do something, shouldn't I? OOR, Octane Online Racing. Click on that. It goes to their Twitch channel. Hit the follow button, then talk to them on Discord. That's for a lot of PC gaming. If you want to do some... If you want to do some console racing, head over to Race on Oz. Ruse for short. They do a lot of PS4 and PC stuff as well. So if you're in the Australian or sort of Asia region and you want to try and get into some sim racing leagues where it's good, clean, hard racing, I recommend it. Head over to one of those two there as well. So, cheers for no good. Not that good enough. Dude, that's how you get in. There's plenty of leagues. There's plenty of players and there's plenty of driver leagues. We have... there's 2 championship series leagues and there's 2 driver series leagues as well. So you get better as you practice, and you get better when you practice with other people as well. So if you want to jump aboard, it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you don't like it after a couple of weeks, you can always just sign out. Let's watch this highlight package. Okay, let's have a look at this. Watch for the turn 1 dive bomb. We are the lead F1, not the lead. We're the lead Red Bull right there. We're the lead Red Bull Alexander Albon. Oh, our legends. Love Malik and Kitty. They are bloody fantastic. You should ask Malik what's his favourite iced coffee drink. Ready for the big dive? Oh, it's a bit risky. It's a very big dive for us, and it managed to get us up into P2. Maybe we were bumping quite a bit, getting around the outside for the second and third corner there. Even Verstappen would say the dive. Verstappen and Kvyat would say that was a dive bomb. Exactly. If you want to catch that again, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a little highlights package for my YouTube channel as well. So that'll have our actual race view of it happening. So, but that was really good. We had a good little battle with Sebastian Vettel at the start of it, as you can see now. So he was on the soft tyres. He passed us at the start, the first couple of laps. We did manage to stay with him. Look at Albon, just intense. Let's try the second, can't keep on the track. Oh, Nick, you just got to go a little bit slower. Just got to brake into certain markers. If you want, use the track map at the moment. So use the track guide to then find out where you got to brake. Then remember that where it is, and then look at directly next to on the track, and see what's next to you for a brake marker or a brake board, or if there's a different coloration in the metallic fence there, or if there's the start of the ripple strips. Quite often, I use the start of the ripple strip as a braking marker. So. You know, it was a car race when I highlighted his fucking car in the pin lane. That's what Codemasters need to do. Hey, little doggy. That's what Codemasters need to do. They need to fix that. When a car goes into the pit lane, don't use that as a highlight. So, I don't know. Don't go anywhere because we've got to do the contest. We've got to pay out the contest. So, what I want to do is, I want to say a really, really big thank you to everyone who came by and checked out this stream and this video. I really want to say big thank you. Big thumbs up to all of you. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope it was entertaining. We didn't have that many passes on track, but it was a really good race. It was the Bahrain 2020 GP for me. Alexander Albon, who we raced with, got P2, which is pretty bloody fantastic. Hamilton won, and I think Vettel got the last step of the podium, which is the P3. So that was bloody good.